Who knows what's going on? I do. Always do, somehow. I like to thank my CIA, former CIA boys, Kevin Shipp and Edward Snowden, for giving me the answers of Dutchsinse. Why is Dutchsinse being targeted? I'll tell you why, folks. He's not being targeted. As I'm getting the camera right, just give me time. I know y'all want to know where everything is on the track. Some of y'all are race fans and some of y'all are not. But guys, I told you the big channels were going to get taken down because they're CIA operatives. They're actually volunteering because they have been CIA all along. Guess what? Dutchsinse deserves it because he's been bashing other channels like a lady that I really follow and trust, Greeley News. But there's some breaking news coming out of South Carolina. If you've not heard the saying of Jesus Christ saying he was going to bring back the flood, well, guys, something is happening in South Carolina because they're taking the dams down just like they did in Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey is the first ones to lose their dams from contractors. More contractors coming in and special vehicles with emergency vehicles, everything just flying by last night. I almost came online, but Logic Before Authority, Alexander Cannon, got it out before I did, and I don't like going out there and doing, the same story over and over again. I like to do something different, and I do something different every time I get on the deal. But we do need to talk about this Dutchsinse guy. Nobody's talking about it like I am. Alex Jones is gone, CIA, and now the other CIA, Dutchsinse. Who is next? Is it going to be BP Earthwatch? That's CIA, by the way. They come to his door and offered him money, along with Paul Begley. Paul Begley's not a real preacher. Well, you've been noticing on the news, a lot of the preachers are having sex with your kids. That's fraud that's been paid off by George Soros. The church has been paid off by George Soros. We heard about this. Glenn Beck told you years ago on Fox. This is what I want to tell y'all, folks. I warned you months ago that we were going to lose channels. And I told you some of them are CIA and some of them are not. Guys, we lost Glenn Beck. We lost End Time Prophecy. We lost Alex Jones. And now the big one, the big top, Dutchsinse has been predicting all the earthquakes. See, I predict the hurricanes and the storms, and I've been doing it since I was 10 years old because we got a special thing. We can see things. He can't. He's being, people giving him letters and telling him where they're going to hit. Some of it's fracking, some of it's missiles that's hitting the plates with submarines. That's why they have submarines, folks. The Red October. Still thinking about that. Another thing, guys. If we have, I want to know if anybody knows if the LA Dodgers are in the World Series this year. If they are, watch out for a bomb to go off with a fire truck. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but it's coming. Okay? Dodgers will be one of the bombs that goes off after the White House gets blown up. Okay, what's going on here? What we got here? Let's see here. Yeah, he's been. Hello, Melody. Hello, Happy Gilmore. That's what I'm going to call you. Yeah, BP Earthwatch is one of them. Remember when the BP went down, the oil rigs went down, guys? Ship said this, that BP was one of them a long time ago. If you've not noticed, they're still jumping on the Trump train. And you noticed what just happened today, folks. Just like the Simpsons said, we're about to be broke. If we break off Russia and China, we are going to be starving, folks. Starving to death. They pretty much put a gun, the United States government just put a gun to their heads and said, I give up. Which I think that was the plan anyways. I think that was the plan. Let's see here. I'm trying to read, guys. Let's see here, little melody. All right, awesome. Awesome. Y'all are all good friends. That's great. Melody, I really appreciate everything you have done. I have not forgotten about you. But we got problems, guys. Big problems. South Carolina got invaded just like I predicted with the UN trucks. They're taking them out, guys. I tried to warn y'all to get out. I told you to get off the coast. None of y'all wanted to listen to me. They're trying to get everybody off the coast, and now they took some government buildings over, even in Mexico and everything. Something's coming. Either an asteroid, wormwood, or a solar flare, or a meteor, or something is coming, folks. I want y'all to know that right now. Okay? And I think the big flood is coming from the asteroid. California still burning in hell right now with all the fires, with the meteors and the fires that happens in the middle of the night with the drones. See here, not just starving, but no money, and a great possibility of an EMP. No, I want to break your news to you, okay? They're saying EMP. All CIA operative YouTube channels are telling you Nibiru or EMP. It's not an EMP, guys. It's going to be a solar flare from outer space. Switzerland pulls the sun flares toward us. And now they put more power into the CERN Switzerland, and it's generating more power, and we're about to get jolted, guys. We're about to get jolted like no other. And I just found this out. Your hurricanes are the only thing that's controlled. Okay? The earthquakes and the volcanoes are not. They're wrong. I want you to know that. The reason I'm telling you this is because you, the people that paid your tax money to this crap, needs to know the truth. Yes. I didn't really want to say anything about them things because they've already opened one of them back up. Okay? So, with a further ado, we're going to go into the Dutchsinse situation. People are mad at him. People are sad that he's gone. I'm going to tell you right now, this is God's work. And your Second Amendment, the freedom is almost gone, folks. And this is what I want to tell you. I've never said this to y'all on live YouTube channel yet. When they shut down the internet, you know it's time to prepare. Prepare for your kids. Prepare for the invasion. Prepare for wormwood. And prepare for the asteroids that's going to hit. Okay? It's not going to be a missile. North Korea can't even shoot out of a freaking barn, folks. I'm sorry. It's not going to be North Korea. I'm sorry. It's not. The reason China and Russia and the United States and all of them are working together is to get the guns out of y'all's hands before a Hurricane Katrina or 9/11 plot or anything happens. This catastrophe is going to be bigger than a hurricane, than anything ever. Okay, folks? There is an asteroid coming. And all the talk y'all been watching on on YouTube has been complete lie to y'all. And I'm coming out right now to, what is this, the 18th? Is this the 18th? Yeah, another 18. And this is happening today. China doing the hit back. Always on the 8th, ain't it? 9/18. And something big is about to happen, folks. Something big is about to happen. They're going to blow up the White House, shut down the courts that y'all been watching, the fake stuff, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I feel it. I got chill bumps talking about it. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, get ready for war. Because the real Red Dawn Wolverines are going to be ready to fight, to take down your stupid, corrupt government that lied to y'all. But I want y'all to hear this. Dutchsinse fraud. What did you think, guys? I want y'all's comments down below, but you can see the signs, folks. They came to his door. He's not telling you that. They came to my door, but he's got a wife. I don't. I'm going to keep on going, Jack. I'm going to keep on going. I've had people come to my door. I've had people come and bring in guns and this and that. And I'm not scared of nothing. I will dance in their freaking face and say, shoot me. Come on, shoot me. I did the work for God. I'm not scared like y'all are. Well, the ones that's commenting down below, you know who you are. Y'all not scared. Elon Musk can kiss my you-know-what. And I hate to break the news to you. Anybody that says Donald Trump didn't help them take them 9/11 buildings down, you were sadly mistaken. I got in an argument with some stranger last night about that. Look up Serta. Look up his new book, his old book, saying that the 9/11 buildings were going down before it even happened. That tells you something. He can't see the future. Sorry. Not like the Simpsons can, which they've had it plotted. It was plot, guys. It was a plot all the way. And here we go with the camera again. We're having little problems with earthquakes and stuff, but it's okay. And the ones that watched yesterday, thanks for the likes and thanks for the comments down below. Y'all are awesome people. Y'all are, no doubt. There was no hate that time. Appreciate that. I really do. You're seeing legends come back from WWE. You're seeing wrestlers come and go. Matt Hardy just announced his retirement. He knows what's coming. Jeff Hardy may have done it Sunday. Not sure yet. They're saying he's retiring. Undertaker is about to retire. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, they're all about to come in and retire. Something big's about to happen, folks. All these NASCAR drivers retiring, football players retiring, baseball, basketball. Kobe Bryant knew something was coming. He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to retire. But here we go, guys. And I do WWE news. Breaking news. Shawn Michaels is going to wrestle more than one match, folks. So, he's a big Christian. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Him and Sting goes to the same church. Alright, let's go to I've got a lot of news. Look, this is what I do. I work at night getting the stories ready to go for tomorrow. I work at night, stay up at night watching hellacious earthquakes. I may even start calling earthquakes, folks. I may not be good at it. I might learn something, but somebody needs to do something. And I've got I've been listening to an earthquake app, and it's going bonkers, folks. It's going crazy. So I want y'all to know that. I'm going to try my best to bring in more than earthquakes and volcanoes and hurricanes. We've had a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes erupt this year. And I predicted it New Year's Eve. And Christmas. Golly. People were like, golly, you're crazy. But we're going to start off with the first story. Oh my God, South Carolina. FEMA not warning the people about the coming flood. And I knew the flood was coming, and I tried to warn y'all to get off the coast. You had to have at least 100 miles inland from the coast, folks. If you know anybody that's on the coast, share these videos and let them know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not the only one. Former scientist from Berkeley. Here he comes. Enjoy the race, guys.
They're not warning the people. They're not telling the people in South Carolina, northeast South Carolina what's getting ready to happen.
Nope.
There's going to be no warning of this flood that's coming down. Mainly down the Walkmore River. They're not warning anybody. They've brought in assets, but it's like they don't want anybody to know that they're fixing to lose everything. They're not warning the people. They're not talking about it on the local news.
They're embarrassed, Alexander Cannon.
They're not talking about it on their websites. They're not talking about it anywhere. It don't take a blind man or a genius to be able to understand what these charts show.
Yep.
What you're looking at is a chart that shows the levels of the Walkmore River up in North Carolina where the Walkmore River starts. Okay? They are at major flood levels. The river, that line that you see, is at 20.92 feet. That line that you see is the historic flood record, 19.3. The all-time flood record has been smashed.
Yep.
And the level is still going straight up.
Straight up.
This is right off of one of Noah's websites, one of their feeds of this information. This is as of September the 18th, today.
Yep.
This is as of 2:30 p.m. today. Less than 2 hours ago, this reading was. We are in trouble.
Yep.
If we go and we look at further down the river, if we go to Conway.
That's not me, that's his. I don't know what he's doing. He's having problems with his his internet. Or he's having problems with his speaker. Really? That wasn't happening a while ago. Somebody trying to cut me off? YouTube is fucking him up, I think.
It's at 1562. Downtown Conway, which is the city that I was born in.
Wow, really?
Flooding.
What in the world?
Over the next coming days.
Son of a gun. This is actually important. Buddy, you gotta fix that. Okay, I'm not the only one that's seen this. He said couldn't hear half of this video as you had something blocking your mic somehow. Yeah, you need to fix that. He said, holy shit, sharing this with everyone. Well, I've been trying to tell everybody to share videos because we are running out of time, folks. They're about to shut down the internet. I'm telling you guys, something big's about to happen. Something major is about to happen. And I mean, here we are, September And wake me up till September comes. Is what that song just keeps on getting in my head. Yeah, he's not. I'm gonna have to go to the next story. Sorry, guys. The next story: Dutchsinse has announced his retirement, or did he? He's already quit before. He's quit a couple times, and he even went to Twitch, which Twitch was not giving him everything he had on YouTube. So he came back, and then whammo, he said, I'll let you listen. I'll let you hear what he said, okay? He's really not making any sense, but I know he's a CIA operative, and yeah, here we go. Enjoy. Sorry about the pausing, NASCAR fans.
This week, carry out large two-topping pizzas for just $5.99 each, only at Domino's.
I'm
not under duress. I haven't been kidnapped. I'm not being held captive somewhere. No one has a gun to my head. No one's Men in Black didn't come to my house. No one's forcing me to say this. No one bought me off. I'm not compromised, not a shill, and not working with anyone. Guys, I've decided on my own, without any coercion at all, and I stand by this, that the right thing for me to do is to submit to authority. Well, if this was a game of chicken, one of us is going to have to swerve, and I already know. They're driving a Mack truck and I'm driving a scooter.
Okay, did you just hear what he just said? He just said nobody was telling him what to do, but he just said he's giving up for authority. That makes no sense. Do y'all see what he's talking about? That makes no sense. That sense? What the hell are you doing, dude? Why don't you fucking get the truth out? Just think about it, Elizabeth. Everyone. Why? You tell me why, Cheryl. Yes, he's being forced. But I think he's not being forced because Alex Jones... Oh my God, another earthquake? Alex Jones quit after it was really going downhill. A war made in Vietnam. Yes. Well, did you just hear that person up there said, why are you saying these people are false? Can you explain? I've been explaining for months. I told everybody that I was going to call out every one of them. And every one of them that I have called out has been disappearing slowly but surely. And you got to remember who I work with and who I'm speaking with. Edward Snowden and Kevin Shipp. Ex-CIA and ex-NSA. And I was summoned here to give you the information and the truth because you need to know what their plan was to raping the women and the kids. And if you don't like my answer, it's America. Leave. Well, look at it. I mean, I've got more than one channel. I mean, I'm not worried. This is my live channel. I speak and tell you what's going on because I'm having to do it under the radar because everybody else is losing their channel by China, by Chinese. Yes, thank you. That's right, Elizabeth. You don't understand. They're embarrassed. I've already told them to shut down CERN and none of this was happening. We wouldn't have asteroids, we wouldn't have meteors, wouldn't have none of this. CERN Switzerland's doing this. And if Putin would blow it up, we wouldn't have no more problem with that. No more. No more sunspots, no more sun flares, no more meteors, no more asteroids, no more weather problems, no more volcanoes, no more earthquake problems. It's not all about fracking, folks. Y'all have woke up a sleeping giant in Mother Nature, and she's pissed off. For believing them CIA operatives, I feel sorry for you because you are the sheep and you're following their way, so they will slaughter you just like Hawaii, just like Harvey in Texas, just like in Florence right now, and Irma. Cuba got destroyed, folks. Cuba got destroyed. Y'all didn't see everything. Tupac had to leave Cuba and go to Africa because of it. Yes, all you have to do is put in Stonewall 313 all together now, not separate, and it will come up and you'll see the new U.S. Navy map of what they're about to do to Earth. And it's the government's fault. It's not our fault, folks. And they've been blaming everybody but themselves. Plays a few seconds and stops and repeats yesterday. What do you mean? What do you mean, Debbie? I'm just telling you, we've got problems. They're trying to stop our freedom. They're trying to stop our... I have been shut down 5 times on YouTube. Yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect? My stuff is being interrupted. If you not noticed, everything I put on my other channel, they've been cutting me out like dit. But when I'm on here, you can hear everything I'm saying. It's crazy. But they're not targeting the gamers. And Kevin Chip and Edward Snowden said to go to gaming. And that's what I did, and by gosh, it worked. It was a smart, flawless plan. What you got here? What'd you say? Happy, try, rest in peace. Go to Melody Clark. She's got every video besides the ones that I made last year. Which you need to get the ones from last year too, because it all started last year. With, I got a good one. Jared Kushner. I called Jared Kushner in 2016 before the election that he was 666 Fifth Avenue and that he was going to be in the White House. And nobody else did. Nobody else did. Nobody. I knew he was going to help hack the elections. Yes, folks, IBM is your microchip. And guess what? His brother's boyfriend is Oscar. Okay? And that will be your next insurance. Your insurance will be Oscar from the microchip. And if you take that microchip, you're going to be controlled like Hitler's bitch. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Last few videos been that way. My connection good on the other videos. Weather fine here. That's great. You're welcome. I'm just not going to stop. Sorry. They put guns to my head. They tried to stop me. They can't do it, guys. They can't stop me. So listen to what he says. I just wanted to give you heads up that he is a CIA operative. Anybody that's get all them subscribers and he's asking for money from y'all, he's a CIA operative. If he says Nibiru or weather controlled by the government, he's CIA. Okay? Thought you might want to know that.
Just want you to understand that it's nothing that anybody nobody came to my house with a gun and said you gotta stop. It wasn't people thought, again, I got all kinds of messages last night and today, people thinking the FBI, with the solar observatory. No, none of that, guys. I made the decision on my own last night, talked about it with my wife, and I said, look, I'm gonna go on tonight and I'm going to submit to authority. I don't know what else to say. I'm submitting to authority. Oh, and by the way, after putting that message out last night, I received an extreme attack again online. All my pages attacked across the board. Go read the comments. Go do all that stuff. So they're coming after me even.
Okay, They're threatening him on YouTube like they threatened me. What a pussy. If he's scared, then he needs to be honest. But he just said that nobody put a gun to his head. Nobody's threatening me. Nobody's called me. Nobody's come in my door. But he just said, he see, this is what the confusing part is. He just said that they're attacking him on YouTube. That's the same thing. That's a threat. So, whatever. Yeah, you've got a hell of a playlist there, Melody. I wasn't expecting that. You're the only person that does that from Arkansas, right? And I got others that's doing it now. It's unbelievable. But I really appreciate it. I've lost my live, so I had to go to this live a couple of months ago. So I changed it. They're trying to stop me too, guys. Y'all don't understand. They thought I was playing music and I was rapping. I was singing to y'all. Making fun of Colin Kaepernick. A.K.A. Jihadi John. ISIS. But people don't think that's true either, but I got evidence and it's on my other YouTube channel.
After I submitted to them, guys. So I'm not confronting them. I'm not doing forecasting. I'm not doing anything now.
What's up, guys? It's Marf. It is September 17, 2018, and this is Marfugal News. Now, as many of you know, this is a viewer-powered channel. My viewers have been extremely concerned, and they sent me a link. What was in the link? Well, it was Dutchsinse, and it was an unlisted video. Not a private, not a deleted video, but an unlisted video that Dutchsinse put up for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. It only has 3,700 views, which for him, that's the first 5 minutes of a post. This half-an-hour video has absolutely no talk of seismic activity.
What did you say? I'm not worried about being tracked. Probably everyone is. I just want to watch the video. Yeah, well, I mean, cool. Just listen.
It says over and over again, he says that he is quitting forecasting, not because he's been kidnapped or he's being forced or coerced, but in the same video, he repeats over and over again that he's being doxxed so hard, and he says it's not by normal trolls, but it's by civil defense. He says this is realer than you know.
And that means he's CIA. He's trying to scare you off of YouTube too, folks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't want you to know the truth. They're worried. They're scared. They're scared of God is what it is. They pretty much scared of God. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny that Clinton's getting what she deserves. Trump is going to get what he deserves. Everybody is concerned and they're worried in the White House. They're worried. And I think it's hilarious.
He says that him and his wife sat down and he said, we just have to stop. And his viewers are concerned. He says that his moderators are tired from all of the negativity coming into his streams. And people are saying, oh, don't worry about the trolls. He says these are not normal trolls.
Yeah, that's
and it's just funny because I've spent a good part of my YouTube career trying to warn people about the Cascadia subduction zone. I've had Chris Goldfinger, one of the world's lead scientists on the exact subject. He has his own TED Talk. The really big one by the New Yorker was based on Chris's findings. And he has said that if the Cascadia subduction zone hit in the next 5 years even, or 10 years, which it's already 70 years overdue, it would devastate the entire country. We're not just talking about the West Coast being affected. And it's just odd because now, through all this seismic activity happening all over the world, now is the time that he has to quit forecasting earthquakes. When everywhere else in the Ring of Fire has had these gigantic earthquakes and the
Marf, he's quitting because he's going underground like everybody else is. He is sold to the devil and he's with them, and I warned everybody that he was with them, how would he known every earthquake, folks? Think about it. Y'all need to wake up and quit believing everything on the internet. Seriously, I was even a dumbass once. But I have woken up and I've gotten off the drugs and I'm sober and I don't drink and I don't smoke. But I swear to God, you are, if you believe in this. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. You watch too much soap opera. You watch too much news. You watch fake news. And this is fake. He knew everything because he's got somebody backing him and telling him everything. Like me. Except I'm not CIA. I've already called it out. I've already said who I work with. He didn't. See who's honest with you? That's what I'm trying to get at, folks. Everything that I've called out, all the hurricanes and the volcanoes, I told you they were going to sneak up on you and they were going to slam on the brakes at the coast. By gosh, they did. I told you they're going to weaken these storms and then jack them up the next 24 hours. And that's what they did on Florence and Harvey and Irma. And now, here we are, waiting on Isaac, a little peeny weeny storm that's about to be jacked up to hit the Texas again. And telling you guys that's what's about to happen. We've got 6 more weeks left of hurricanes. And then earthquakes could go all the way to October. I mean, we've seen earthquakes before go all the way to October and from the World Series. So, like I said, be careful. Watch out. We're not out of trouble yet. And the winter storm that's coming, guys, y'all don't even know. We're going to see snow all the way from Florida coming. I'm telling you, the plates have changed. That Switzerland, not Switzerland, but golly, the earthquake that happened a couple of weeks ago, it was an 8.1, really turned this earth to a whole different side. Seriously, folks. Your North Pole is up there in Montana right now. I'm just telling you.
West Coast, which is in the Ring of Fire, has had a few little ones, and the ones that did matter were all in the right place, right on the Cascadia. So what I'm asking you to do when you watch these clips, make sure you remember this is a human being on the other side. He says that they're not even going after the channel, they're personally going after him. He says he stands by his work. But he also says it's a very serious situation right now. He says he's going to continue until December 31st.
If he's not CIA, Antifa has threatened him. That's what they do. They hire you from Craigslist or some kind of, or from Facebook or whatever. They've already tried to hire me, and I said no, I ain't gonna take it. I mean, they were gonna pay me a lot of money, and I'm sorry. I'd rather have our freedom and take care of you and the kids because I think y'all deserve it. But guys, I had a hellacious channel 2 years ago, and it got wiped out by Obama's administration. I knew something was going on after October the 1st, 2016, when they said they were going to give the internet to ICANN. We've been going through it for a while now. I mean, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. And now Dutchsinse is leaving out of nowhere because he's not getting paid no more. They shut him down. They shut his payments down just like me and everybody else, except we're out here. We're our freedom fighters. Okay? And that's what's happening. So I don't know who's liking. I don't know who's sharing. I don't know who's watching. I've been shadow banned myself. The ones that's been commenting down below is the ones that I'm getting to talk to right now. So I don't even know. And y'all don't even know how many likes I get or how many shares I get or how many subscribers I get. Y'all are all being shadow banned. I know that for a fact because I got another account I can sneak up on, and it shows me that I've got more subscribers and more likes and more shares than anything, and it blows me away. So I just thought you might want to know that. Y'all are all being smacked around and saying, oh, this guy don't have a lot of subscribers. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's all I can say.
First, for some reason, he says that he's made a promise because he did a fundraiser 2 years ago that he's going to go until that day and then he's done. We've already seen him transfer over to Twitch because he believed it was what was right to do.
Yep.
Well, I personally think something's going on.
He's scared.
What do you guys think? Please leave it in the comments below. And please, after watching these clips, go over to his channel. I will leave the link below. Leave some positivity. You'll see right now, after the last couple of videos, people have been going absolutely nuts in a good way. They have been supporting him. What he's doing is absolutely groundbreaking. They say it's impossible to predict earthquakes. But with the percentages that, if any mainstream media actually looked, he's actually predicting these earthquakes. I've been hated for even supporting him, so I understand that he's telling the truth. Thank you guys. Take a peek.
Whoa.
This is real life, guys. This is real life. As a matter of fact, it's more real than you could possibly imagine. And again, nobody has come and threatened me. And I hope it stays that way. But they basically have gone one step short of that. When you have civil defense and other, again, guys, civil defense. This isn't a troll. This is civil defense. Man, they have their finger. Civil defense in these countries talk FEMA, civil defense. That's how high it is. Against one guy, I'm not some kind of superhero, guys. Even though there's a picture drawn of me, one wearing a cape. That's a joke.
Think about it, folks. Don't Donald Trump say September is National Preparedness Month? What the hell is that? Ah, ha, ha. Hey, Happy, you're saying something there. I tried to tell people this, but people are not listening to me. This month has always been Preparedness Month on September. I don't know what it is about September. Maybe because of the 9/11 plot, I don't know. And I'm going to keep on saying 9/11 plot. I don't give a shit what you think. I've got evidence. I've got people in the deathbed saying that it was Donald Trump. It's funny, he's the president. 17 years later. Wake up, people. Seriously. Y'all need to start waking up. George Bush are together. Obama is together. The Clintons are together. And they're all going to be together when they get buried alive with their little bunkers. And they're 50 feet underground. Buried alive. And they're going to be buried and gone. And half of us is going to be like, where did they go? Oh, that's right. Jesus buried them. Just like he said in the Bible, he's going to bury every one of them. And guess what, folks? I hate that you don't believe in God, and I just hit the hell out of that guy on accident. But the signs are here. The signs are here. Everything that has come out of the Bible is happening right now. Who would have thought that Israel would be their own, their own city, their own deal? 70 years later. And it's funny, Donald Trump was 70 years old when he came in office. Think about it. What's the J mean? John or Jesus? They've been sitting there making fun of Jesus. Obama, Trump, all of them have. And if you think Trump is a Christian, talking about threatening people and bullying people, you have another thing coming. That's all I got to say. You're not thinking straight. You're not. Who's ever heard of a Christian sitting there making fun of blacks or women or anything like that? No, he's not. No, he's not. Then a preacher asks Donald Trump, hey, why don't you say you're sorry, or why don't you ask God for your forgiveness? Have you? And he never answers the question. That tells you something, folks. And then he comes on Howard Stern and says that he would do his daughter? Y'all need to wake up. Seriously. Molestation and bestiality is coming. Said he doesn't need to ask for forgiveness. That's right. Who's ever heard of that? I've said some stuff in the past and I've asked for my forgiveness and he's gave it to me. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, y'all are all in the la la land if you don't believe in God. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here doing this right now. I'm telling you, this was not my plan to be online, telling you what's coming and what's going and everything else. This is not me. Anybody that knows me from NASCAR Online, I started changing in 2015. Anybody that knows me, that races with me online, knows that I had no plan of doing this. None. I hate YouTube, I hate Facebook, but I've been pushed. I've been summoned here, and here I am trying to warn you. I have turned a lot of atheists to Christians, and I didn't expect that. I didn't think that was coming. I didn't even ask them. I didn't push them to believe in God. But my gosh, I did. A bunch of them on Facebook's like, holy cow, you really are saying what is happening right now, what God has said. And here you are thinking everything is true. And you think, okay, how about this? All of a sudden, the monuments are gone. They're fighting over it. A lot of racist stuff with Mr. Obama. Very serotonin. And all of a sudden, he's doing what I thought he was going to do. Come on, guys. Y'all need to wake up. Now he's bringing in bathements instead of monuments. That's another pissed off mood for the America. A lot of country people, country boys, wants to grow and build monster trucks and run over the son of a gun on South Points West here in Birmingham. There's one in Birmingham, folks, and there's a homing device in Birmingham, and they're gonna blow up Birmingham. I just thought you might want to know that. It's coming down to another. I'm telling you, I blew up. I hit that vehicle on accident, and I'm gonna have a radiator problem here. I'm just riding along, hoping I don't blow up and finish this thing. Not looking good. But yeah, just think about what I'm saying here, guys. It says it in the Bible that you won't know when he's coming because they're going to cut off the internet. We know everything because of the internet. Remember that, folks. This ain't looking good for me, guys. I finished 11th. Wow. Wow. This is not an easy chase. I knew it wasn't going to be with the damage on. But just be honest with each other, guys. Wake up, smell the coffee. Be honest with you, get off the coffee. You're putting some stuff in the coffee. Watch what you're drinking, watch what you're eating. Smell the meat, smell your food that you're eating before you even eat it. Start seeing things. Happy Wood, herd changed to October the 3rd. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard anything about October the 3rd. I've heard of October the 6th, and I've heard of Halloween. But there's a lot of rituals happening right now, is what Charlotte keeps on telling me. If you remember, I put her on my YouTube channel the other day, and she told y'all a lot of stuff that was happening, and she walked away from the pedophile government and the rituals to God. She was atheist. She didn't believe in God. And she changed. Like Rocky Balboa would say, If you can change, if Russia can change, I can change, we can all change. And I think that's what we need to do, folks. I think that we need to quit fighting over spilt milk, over the Nike situation. That's just another distraction of what's coming, folks. While you're sitting there like, I'm so mad about Nike. Did you realize Colin Kaepernick is an actor and he's getting paid by George Soros? You are on a stage, folks. You're on a stage and we're playing chess. And you're one of the pawns. You're being played, folks. You're being played. Just get ready. Something big about to happen, folks. The rapture could be coming. We don't know. We don't know what CERN's got up their sleeve. They're the ones that's opening up the sun flares. It's not nobody else. So think about it. You've got these magnets that's pulling the sun toward us. By the way, the sun is closing in. Good grief, is it coming in? It's getting so hot, they're going to have to cover the sun. And I think that's what they're trying to do. With that planet called CERN. I mean, not CERN, Nibiru from China. How about that second? Wow. This is not easy. Holy crap. But just remember what I'm saying. We're at the end of times, folks. This is signs. I've been saying, my family thought I was crazy until they started seeing all these earthquakes and volcanoes and tornadoes and everything else. Let's see here. What we got here? What's the next story we got? I'm not done. We got more coming out of Dutchsinse. Y'all just gonna be shocked over. Here we go. Where's that? Okay, there it is. All right. Dutchsinse quits. The lies and the truths. Here we go. And I've got a couple y'all want y'all to hear, but this one's interesting. I'm only doing this because I'm letting you know CIA wants you off the internet. And though I told you they were planting CIA on YouTube, and excuse the dogs, but we got family coming in today. But listen to this, and we're going to finish up.
Hey guys, this is my third time trying to record this Dutchsinse video. So I'm sure you've heard, if you're watching this, that he says that Dutchsinse or Michael Janich, whatever his name is, he's not going to be forecasting earthquakes anymore because the governments all over the world are fighting against him. His computer's been wiped, quote unquote. He says no men in black, no conspiracies, like nothing, like he wasn't threatened, but it just sounds weird. First I was like, oh, this isn't cool, you know, they're censoring us again, blah, 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 and all that. But it's, I don't know, I find this hard to believe that this is something he's not telling us. Why would he not just do forecasts? He says he won't do it because he's considered a fraud by the USGS, and because of that, he can't forecast. I can't talk. Oh God, forecast quakes. He can't forecast earthquakes. Well, why doesn't he just do a disclaimer in the beginning of the video, saying that this is not scientific, quote unquote. It's not USGS and all the agencies around the world don't agree with me. I mean, he could say something like that, like a disclaimer, put it in his heading or in the description box of every video he does, and that would free him from trying to, even though I've watched his videos and he's, pretty spot on with these earthquakes. I didn't even know you could forecast an earthquake until I watched his videos, and it was just...
You can't, because CIA tells them where they are. And they're paying him to leave so he can go underground with his family. Duh. I mean, golly, wake up, people.
Amazed. A lot of people have said he's a shill and all that, and, whatever. I'm sure he is. It's got to be in some way, because something just doesn't sound right here. But, God, I don't know what my point was. Anyway, Yeah, he does talk shit about other people a lot, his competition, and I don't know, a simple Google search, showed he's been controversial in a lot of things. Like he called out Mary Greeley News for something because she said something about his character, and I've seen some videos about him. Whatever. I know there's some shady side to him, but the bottom line is that he does forecast these earthquakes pretty good. I mean, I watched him for like a year now, and the reason why I have is that, of course, I grew up in, I think I've told you guys, in Southern California. I grew up with earthquakes, getting woken up in the middle of the night, even like a 4, could scare the shit out of you because you don't know how big it is until it's over. Your bed's rocking back and forth and all that crap. So I've always, even though I don't live in an earthquake zone anymore, I, visit California sometimes, and, I'm just interested in seeing what's going on around the world for, people who live in those areas that, I love and we care about. So anyway, yeah, but that's besides the point. So anyway, I left a comment. I couldn't leave a comment on this video here. The one that says global earthquake forecast null, the one he made earlier about telling us about how he's not going to forecast quakes and all that and why. And I'll play a little bit of it for you, and I'll speed it up just to save time. I don't want to make a 10-hour video and all this, so I'll play that for you guys so you guys don't have to go there. And I mean, you can, but I did also comment. I couldn't comment on this video per se because it didn't have a comment section, even though it had done it said it finished streaming hours and hours ago. So I don't understand why there's not even like a comment box for us live stream, when you can go back and like replay all the comments. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. So I had to comment on his video before that, and I told him, why didn't he just do the disclaimer and he can move on with life? I don't know.
Do what? Response in Elizabeth. I don't know. All I know is we're all being... Okay, yes, Debbie, it was. Okay. All right, y'all are talking English. Sorry.
There's something he's not telling us. I told him if he doesn't do that, then it's a stunt of some sort, because it has to be. Like, that would be a simple solution. I don't know, maybe there's something I don't know, whatever, but why hasn't he just, if they've been pressuring him and all this, why didn't he just, like, been more careful and just said, disclaimer, well, whatever. No, he's always, like, just kept saying it was, like, scientific, and I didn't even know if he was, like, a geologist.
I said this 5 months ago that Dutchsinse was going to leave. I told you Alex Jones was going to leave. I put them videos out on purpose ahead of time to tell you who was going and who was not. You can go back and look at them. I said this to a bunch of people, and they know it, and they laughed, and they said, "You're lying." Well, who's lying now?
Just or meteorologist or anything like that. I don't think he has any degree in anything, but he knows his shit. So why didn't he just put a disclaimer? Like, I have to do that as a damn nurse when I give out any freaking, not advice, but like, I don't know, whatever. That stupid thing where you go ask your doctor, blah, 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 because, I'm not a doctor, but whatever. He could do something like that, and it would free him legally. Like, I don't know. He's claiming nothing's been done, which, let's just listen. Here, let me speed this. Oh gosh, this recorder just stopped once again as I'm about to push play. It's really annoying. Oh.
Somebody's having fun.
Okay, let's do the playback speed faster. Put on your listening ears, because some of the parts he does talk a little fast, but I don't want to play this whole damn thing. Here, I'll get past all this. Just talk for a little bit.
I just don't know why everybody thinks that he's not
the intro.
It is Sunday night here in the United States. All day internationally, and I hope you're doing well. We are here on the Earthquake 3D live stream to talk about seismic events and do a forecast for you. But unfortunately, here's where we're going to get into some tricky waters, guys. The professionals have made statements over the past few weeks on their public media pages, publicly saying that I am false, fake, fraud, can't forecast earthquakes. It's okay. A whole bunch of stuff has been said by public agencies around the world, including the USGS on their public Twitter, GeoNet on their public pages, BKMG on their public pages out of Indonesia, EMSC on their public pages out of Europe, according to Earthquake Report as well out of Germany, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. So each one of these countries and each one of these agencies has taken up their own portion of the world, saying that they don't want forecasting and that it shouldn't be done. And they are the positions of authority on this subject, folks, especially when it reaches up to the level of civil defense. And with that being said, I don't feel that it would be appropriate for me to be doing forecasting of any kind until they give the okay that it's okay. And just let me put it in perspective for everyone else who's listening. There are other people out there who are allowed to do earthquake forecasting unimpeded, uninterrupted, called out for by the government. One of those examples is the Earthquake Guy out on the West Coast that has a radio show that does his earthquake forecasting and prediction on the radio out on the West Coast. Another one would be Benjamin Davidson, Suspicious Observers, who sells the earthquake forecasting app that put warnings out in areas for large earthquakes and so forth, which you can buy. There's other channels that are doing forecasting as well. I think Frank Boogerbeats, the Dutch earthquake forecaster, is doing forecasting as well.
Gotta go faster.
Companies and those kind of things. So they're all allowed to do it, and none of them have ever been called out. Certainly not by any of the public agencies. I am the only one to be called out by name. Well, because they called me out by name, it's a little different than getting trolled or somebody saying something mean to you online.
They've been calling him out by name for.
Yeah, they've been calling him out for a long time. I've been studying it. I can hear you good, but when you put on the others, they talk a few seconds and it stops and repeats throughout their conversations. Well, I mean, they might be kicking you off or maybe shutting you down and shadow banning me or shadow banning you or something, but well, all I can say is I told y'all so. I mean, it was coming. Another earthquake. But, yeah, I mean, I saw it coming months ago. I mean, we've seen it coming. Hell, I seen it coming 2 years ago, and people laughed at me on NASCAR. I said, they're going to shut us down on freedom of speech, on NASCAR, on sports, on gaming, on everything is going to come to an end, and nobody listened to me. Nobody. And it's like they're starting to friend me back, and even on Facebook saying, you were right, I agree with you now, I'm sorry that I did not believe you. I mean, let's put two and two together. Obama's the one that wanted to stop our freedom 8 years ago or 10 years ago when he first come in here. He said, it's going to be change. What, 50 cents? Here's your 50 cents. You really changed it.
At least 2016 that I seen.
The problem that I run into is that I explained earlier, and I'm going to try and explain it again now, that morally speaking, I'm supposed to, kind of acquiesce to reporting you guys to the government and everything else. It's not corruption.
Sorry. Morally speaking, you should keep doing this earthquake forecast if you really give a shit, because I'm sure it helps a lot of people.
He's not going to because he's CIA and he's going underground like all the others, just like McCain. You don't understand. Dutchsinse is one of them. He's trying to tell you to quit YouTube, quit Facebook and everything else. He's actually doing a story and telling you what you need to do. It's a plan. He don't want you to know that God's real. He's atheist. Wake up, people. Okay, let's see here. Well, now think about this. If they stop our means of communication, then we can't sound the alarm. Then that makes it easier to take our guns. Yeah, there you go, Elizabeth. There you go. We need to start getting walkie-talkies. It's time to go back to the Wild Wild West. Go back to the old times. You might as well sell your car. Because by 2020, if you're not electric, they're going to start finding you. There's your wall right there. They're finding people right now on the coast $5,000 if they don't leave their house, just like they did Hawaii and Harvey. You don't think they're making money off of you to get the wall? Yeah, they are. And he said Mexico was going to pay for it. Right. Okay. They're the ones that's been bringing in the drugs. You think they're going to listen to you?
Just do the damn disclaimer, unless they're threatening him, but he said they're not.
Giving into here, it's just the scientific process that they're rejecting. Their final answer is that I am fake. And I would think that they repeated the tests, that they tried to repeat the earthquake forecasting methodology.
Yeah, right.
To find a silent zone, look to the middle of the silent zone between the sets of quake, add up the quake somebody here out there to, wait for the earthquakes to strike in the middle points and say, you know what, he was right. So they had to have done the test and just couldn't do it, or it failed, in which case that explains why they're calling me fake. But nobody ever contacted me to walk them through it, or, show them the method, or how to do it. So I just, like me, it looks like the earthquake forecasting is stopping. Not because I wanted to, but because I've been commanded to by official government agencies, guys. This is not a joke.
Wow.
They're not playing around. They're being serious.
From the underground world
So,
and
what do I
blow
do?
them up.
Do I issue the warnings and destroy earthquake forecasting? That's the other thing.
You're not just.
Well, he's going to come from the. Well, we know Wormwood is going to come from the south, but it's not going to be your God if you think that God, Woods. If you really think your government is God, you got another thing coming. Just thought you might want to know that. Because the answer that you just put out there tells me that you're a liar. And if you don't like my answer, I'll tell you this. Leave. Because he's coming from the south equator with Wormwood. And you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it so bad, you're going to wish you listened to me, partner. That's all I got to say. You need to wake up, troller. You are a troller. And I've already found you. You're from Detroit, Michigan. And your name is Matt Genovese. Scary, ain't it? Huh? I got you looked up. Kevin Ship told me who you are. You don't fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. You got me? Former Marine? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not here to fucking around. Get the fuck out of here. You've been lost a long time ago. Get the fuck out of here. Go troll somebody else. And that's the bottom line because Stonewall 313 said so. You just got stunned by the stinger. See ya.
Is that
What is going on? They must have paid him off.
who discovered what I discovered?
Something's weird.
The middle fulcrum points between sets of other earthquakes, and then they can add them on both sides, and it adds up to the combined total in the middle of the fulcrum. Let's say it was him that discovered that. It would be accepted. If it was Davidson, it would be accepted. If it was Dabu 77, it would be accepted. If it was BP Earth or Paul Bailey, it would be accepted. But because it's me,
Paul
that's the
Bailey.
problem. So I'm getting in the way of science.
That guy's nuts.
I stand by everything that I found until the day I die. But the verdict is in. They have said it's fake. So for me to try.
Paul Bailey, Dabo 777. How many have I called out, folks, that was CIA? He just called them out, folks. The ones that I called out. Scary, ain't it? Is it scary? It's scary, ain't it? Every one of them that he just called out. Yes, Paul Bailey, CIA. Sorry to break the news to you, lady. Sorry to break the news to you. Why so serious? Serious, are you serious? And then he says, oh, somebody died with a big smile on his face. Yeah, hallelujah. Another one dies. That's not the way you're supposed to be. Sorry. In mine. But folks call me crazy, so never watched Paul Bailey. Well, if you watched him, you start to be a believer, and then when he said, oh, there's an earthquake in North Korea, a 6.0 on the Richter scale, and then find out from one of my guys that I'm working with, he tells me it wasn't an earthquake, it was a bomb test. And that's when I called out BP Earthwatch and Paul Begley, and that's when I brung them down and I slammed them so hard that they wished they didn't want to listen to me. Because guess what? In the next few weeks, I'm going to be like Randy Orton on SmackDown. You're going to hate me so bad, you're going to turn your channel. Because I'm about to bring down the devil worshippers, and I'm going to have them on an airplane, and I'm going to make them crash so hard they're going to wish they listen to me. See, the thing is, folks, I was summoned here to bring down the devil on the devil's playground on the internet. And I told somebody in 2006 that God is not the internet. The internet is not God. And I told you it was going to be hacked, 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 hacked. And let me help you out, boys and girls. I am the Michael Myers that turned good, and I'm going to slap the devil in the face. And there's nothing you can do about it, Matt Genovese, or Dustin McGee 8, or Jim Toom. All I got to say is, I'm going to be the best in the world, and I'm going to make them all go to sleep. Yeah, that's right, Elizabeth. They're sheep. They're sheep. They're sheep. And I'm going to slaughter the goat in the face. I'm going to be Jamie Lee Curtis, and the goat is Michael Myers, and I'm going to cut its head off.
I keep going anymore. Who am I trying to convince? Hello? I mean, who am I? Are you out there somewhere out there? I mean, I was trying to meet people who are in positions of power, who are at the agencies, and show them what I found. I'm not trying to show Joe Schmo Grandma out there just so she can do her own forecasting. That's not going to happen, first of all. Secondly, most of the people out there won't listen unless it's endorsed by a professional. So, what I've ran into now is a real conundrum, which is the agencies of the world that come out against me. Not just random people, not just professors, not just the mainstream media. You guys can all tell me to ignore the mainstream media, fine. Yeah, we can flip the channel. You can't flip the channel on governments.
I thought they have been talking shit about him. He says he's getting emails and stuff from
Some
them.
kind of miracle happened where they came out and said it's okay for Dutchsinse to do earthquake forecasting.
Who are they to say it's okay?
And they're not going to come out and say it's okay for citizens to do it. And they're not going to come out and confirm anything that I've said now. So it's dead. It's dead for 50 to 100 years. Why? Because
Put your disclaimer.
I said it's fake. No one else can come along and rediscover what I discovered. And yes, middle points are getting it. I stand by it. Professionals say I'm lying. They say I'm lying. That middle points are being hit. I don't see how they can say that when I showed you, but that's what they said. That's their final answer. So now that they've said all that, how do we put this? Falsely accused of something in the court system. Prosecutors there, they blind hell
I'm glad he's gone.
and they find you guilty.
He's a piece of crap. Messing with Mary.
You can protest all you want. It doesn't matter. They found you guilty. You're innocent. They found you guilty of something you didn't do.
He's the CIA, and going on to Mary Greeley's channel, that's a big Christian. See, that's what you got to say, guy. You want a war? You got one. And then the Emmys really pissed me off. And I've been hearing it all night long on Fox and on NBC and on CBS about God. Jesus. Let me tell you something, Emmy people. Don't even know your names. Doesn't matter what your name is, because I don't watch your stupid shit. And I'm like Jim Carrey. You're a hemron. Okay? You're nobody. He's a nobody. They're nobody. They're nobody. The only reason they're somebody is because they slept with somebody that was higher than them. Some old man that can't even get it up, that wants to have sex with Corey Heyman and none other than, who else? Y'all want to bring it, guys? Y'all want to bring it down? You want to bring it to our level? Huh? Do you want to bring it to our level? Trollers. I'll help you out, you stupid son of a bitch. John Podesta killed Chester Bennington. Chester Bennington is Lincoln Park, you stupid son of a bitch. See, let me help you out here, boys. Let me help you out here. I've been training the bitch slap your NWO boys. The ones that sitting there with their little John Cena signs that Donald Trump's doing right now. Huh? You know, this one. Hello? You see that? I believe he was trying to say this. Oh, I'm going to do this to my daughter. That's what I think about that fat ass. You come on down to my house and try to drop my house down like you did the apartment, like you did the 9/11 buildings, Donald Dickhead Trump from Scotland, not from America. And your mommy and daddy's from Scotland. You're a piece of crap. You're a piece of crap. Anybody that believes in that crap with QAnon, JFK, aka pedophile, screw you.
There's no hope for you. You're screwed. That's it.
Well,
You're screwed.
your disclaimer would fix that. So I can't believe that he wouldn't be intelligent enough to know to just do that. If that's his biggest worry, there's more to this. I don't even care to ponder it. Let's listen to the rest of them.
But that's okay. Let's give
We're more than halfway through it.
Give them the authority and respect they deserve, which they do, and they've been put there by God of all people. So I can't say a word about it. And I don't want to say a word about it. I don't want to fight with them. You guys think I ever wanted to start doing this and fight with anybody?
You've been. And you've talked shit about him back.
Brought back by God. He talks bad about God again. Dutchsinse. How do you like Dutchsinse now, lady that wanted to ask me that stupid question a while ago? Which you're probably not even a woman. You're probably a Baphomet bitch.
Which is another thing that we did, which I got proof right on it. It's all military documented now, so that got pushed under the rug. Sure did it. Heart ratings, what about those? I got proof right on that. Nobody even noticed. Oh my goodness. So, forecast? I don't know what to tell you guys.
I don't know either, but poo-oh-oh is a fun word.
Poo-oh-oh. He likes to say that word. Maybe he likes to poo-poo on your uh-oh, I don't know.
Sure, I would have to let them destroy me. But that's basically what it is, guys. And I've got to accept it. And then I'll never convince them.
I don't know if this is a LARP. Probably is.
My arrest or demise. That's what it means. And I'm not going to jail. And I'm not
Why would you go to jail if you put a fucking disclaimer? Pardon my F words for those of you who have get butthurt over them.
I tried my best. I'll still keep doing updates for you. But as it stands right now.
Updates? I thought you weren't going to do anything. I'm confused. Just ask poo.
I'll be here every day. Am I going to keep telling you where to watch for earthquakes when it's already been rejected by every professional in the world? My name is smeared across the world.
I think he's just...
I think his name is Poo-uh-oh. Because he always says that. What? We had an earthquake at Poo-uh-oh. Maybe he was saying poo-poo-uh-oh or something. I don't know. But if you really think this guy... you think this guy believed in God. Yo. This guy looks like something out of Where in the World Was Carmen Sandiego with a stupid hat. Seriously. I'm Nick Saban and I'm slapping him in the face. How do you like him? How do y'all like Poo-uh-oh now? He went uh-oh alright. With his freaking Lucky Charms. What an idiot.
Butthurt. Oh, the professionals. Maybe he's just sad he never got a degree. I don't know. I'm tired of hearing him, guys. My video has gotten long enough. Oh, let me go to the Google search real quick.
He's a CIA. Crooks and
Oh, God. How do I do this? I don't want to turn it upside down. Let's see. Come on. No, not that. Here. Let's see. No, not that. Good Lord. See, I had a search saved here, and now there's only that.
You bring down Christians, I'm going to bring you down.
I should use the
I'm against anybody
lazy.
that does not that wants to attack a Christian.
Let's see. Threatened to call
The Marines militia's
DHS.
going to bring you down.
On a fellow truther. Oh, Mary Greeley spoke out about Dutchsinse. Oh, let's see this. Wait, let me just scroll down and then we'll go back to that. I wanted to see about that.
Wait a minute. I got to say something. I do. I got to say something about this. I got to say something about this. Anybody that's atheist, you're a George Soros lover. He's the one that's doing it. He's the one that's paying you to do it on YouTube. Yeah. You're atheist. And you're kissing George Soros' scrotum dick. How you like that one, boys? How you like that one? How you like that one, ladies? How you like that one? He's the one that's paying everybody. He's paying the schools right now in Florida to stop God We Trust. How you like that one, ladies? And you know what the teachers needs to start doing? Quit worrying about that and worry about their payments that they have gotten screwed over by the government so long. The crap that they go through in the schools, they should be getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars. Seriously. Same thing with cops, if they were good. Some of them are good, some of them bad. I am bringing back good cop versus bad cop again. Calling the bad ones out and calling the good ones out, because people are asking me to bring that back. I'm coming back, guys. After the NASCAR season, we're going to have a better than cops show, I promise you. You're going to get to see shootings left and right. Viewers' discretion is advised. And while we're doing that, we're going to have the earthquake calls. Okay? So you know where they are and how big the earth is shaking and how much it's quaking and the devil's back is breaking. That's what Paul Begley always says. Well, guess what? Anybody that's a devil and anybody that is an atheist, you're a coward and you're killing innocent people for no reason. I'm going to tell you straight up, we've been watching you in Birmingham. You're killing people because you're being paid off by Craigslist. And that pay thing, PayPal and say Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to tell you straight up. You want to go purge? Go right ahead. But I promise you this, it's not going to be worth it. Well, just saying, if you're atheist, then you're George Soros, because he's the one that's paying. It's order out of chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Order out of chaos. And that's what he's doing. I've already put it out on YouTube. That was his plan. I've already put it out that George Soros messed the elections up on purpose to piss off the Americans, black, white, Hispanic. We got a clown in there that should have went and gotten married to Miss Piggy instead of that hot chick that is a Russian CIA spy. If you did not know that, you know now. I think that's how they bring down Donald Trump. Just like Obama was never married to Michelle Obama, or shall I say Michael Obama. And that she never had kids because she's got a ding-a-ling, folks. Joan Rivers tried to tell you that. So y'all need to wake up, seriously, and get off the stupid shit that y'all are on, and get off the drugs, because the damn things are messing up your head. Seriously.
Michael Yuri Janich, Dutchsinse, and Sensei do what? Claimed he's not a sandy butthole. Dutchsinse stops his videos due to threats. Oh, he did this before in 2011? Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is not... Wow, I didn't know he went back that far.
Yeah.
Officials enabled
That's what
research-
I looked up, guys. He did this in 2011 before the 2012 thing was going on. They were about to shut us down again in 2012 because Wormwood closed in 2012. Think about it, folks. He went in hibernation in 2012 because he thought it was coming then. That's when we thought Obama was about to bring in martial law, but they wasn't ready. They were trying to get all the Walmarts ready, all the Kmarts, all of it shut down, the Toys R Us's, the Targets, all that. Y'all remember that, folks? He left a long time ago. So, just thought you might want to know that. Yes, Billy Graham was a pedophile. Yes. And so is your Jolene guy that's in Texas that closed the doors down on Harvey. That was true. He didn't get nobody in that church. It was a lie. Complete lie. And Jake was trying to tell you that we're killing everybody that was in there. And that was a cop. Homeless cop. He's dead, by the way. They killed him. Because he told the truth on national TV. On NBC. On the Today Show. So y'all remember that, folks. Remember that. And while you're getting your head cut off, ladies and gentlemen, you don't think about your kids, okay? Because the ones that did get their heads cut off by Chinese and the UN and FEMA, the kids went underground, and some of them went into dog cages at Walmart. Ding! All I got to say. Wake the fuck up.
Information. I've been threatened for making videos. Yeah, this is not the first time. This time he says he's not threatened, but he's gonna quit, but he's been threatened I don't know how many times. Like, he had weirdos show up to his house and I don't know, so many weird things, you know. I don't know if this is for real, threatening his family, but he didn't quit then.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. I'm done. Let's just see what he said to Mary Greeley, and then I'm out before my kids come back.
Oh, he said something bad. What I heard. If she got it, I want to hear it.
Bye-bye. Oh, unavailable. What do you know? All right. So that Mary Greeley, talking shit about Mary Greeley video is done. All right. Well, peace out. I broke my foot, by the way, just to let you guys know. So I'm like not working and just sitting back here. I don't know. So I have time to do videos now. And I don't know, I'll be out probably for another month at least. Anyway, I'll be around for a while. I don't know how long. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going with this damn channel. I really hate YouTube, but this kind of thing just ignites me, you know, and I don't know. I always try to get to the truth of everything, and that's why I do this, so as long as I have energy, I'll just keep making them, I guess. I don't know how long, like I said, but I do love you guys, my faithful followers, and everybody else, even the people who talk crap. But the good thing is I turn off my comments. So sorry guys, I don't really read comments. Sometimes I do, but I try not to because it's just aggravating.
All right, she's done. We're going to the next story. But yeah, so sad that Dutch is an atheist. Well, I tried to warn you. I mean, there's your signs right there. I tried to warn you. It's so sad that a bunch of people are atheists and they don't think they're going to get shot by who killed the bus driver. Remember Joker? He paid all his clowns to rob the bank, and then he kills, every one of them kills each other. That's what's happening to atheists right now. In Birmingham and all over the place. They're like, hey, yes, kill each other. I'll pay you this much money. I'll pay you that much money. They just want you to depopulate the country because they're tired of seeing your face, is what it pretty much comes down to, if you want to know the truth. Second time on your channel, and thank God for you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. All I got to say is I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to stay on here. I will stay on here until the asteroid hits us. How about that? Then you won't hear from me again. Because I'll be hidden. Like Hidden Valley. Let's go to the next story, folks. We got another story coming out. And it's a good one. It's a good one. Dutchsinse Wikipedia and its list of conspiracies and all of their lies being drug exposed by someone. I'll let y'all hear it. Doug telling me, whatever that means. We're about to find out. I told you I was going to bring y'all the information. People messaging me crazy on Facebook. Dutchsinse quit. You were right. You were right. Oh my God, you were right. You're CIA. He's CIA and he's crazy and he's atheist. And I was like, well, trying to tell you. You're welcome. But here we go. Here we go. Here comes the pain. Ready or not. Here comes the boom. Sense goes down for the second time.
March 19th, this is Dave Sherr. Just watched this video from the geologist. I used to call him the earthquake guy.
By the way, if you love my channel, please subscribe, like, share. I'm not asking for money. I promise you that. I'm all good on that. My money is going to heaven. How about that one? Nobody will ever say that to you on YouTube.
He has a new video. I'll put it at the bottom of this video talking about YouTube working to debunk conspiracy theories. And where do they get this list of conspiracy theories? Wikipedia. Now, funny, when I was in college, you couldn't even use Wikipedia as a resource because it wasn't a legit resource. It's written just by normal Joes. It's not researched. It's just whatever anybody wants to write. And so I suggest that people go on to that list of conspiracy theories and look into it, because as Dutchsinse showed, they're lying. He talked about weather modification. If you watch his video,
You're welcome. And if you want to follow me on Facebook to get all the notifications, you follow me first. You'll get my notifications. That will be Dale Jr. Jackson. Yes, my ex-girlfriend thought I looked like Dale Jr., so she started calling me that, and I laughed. Wished I had his money. But yeah, just hit that. That would be Calera, Alabama, or you can go to Andrew Jackson, Birmingham, Alabama. But if you don't have a face, a city, and a state, and it looks fake, and you're trying to sell porn, you're going to be reported, kicked, and blocked and deleted. And I'm going to have Anonymous find your address and have you shown all over the United States on YouTube. That's all I got to say. Your address and your face and everything will come up just like all the others did. If you did not see the scam of Domino's last night on my other YouTube channel, go check that one out. Got him. He thought he was paralytic, and he wasn't. Ain't that something? Got him. I investigate on trollers and bullies and scams. This guy was Antifa. Anybody that is atheist is Antifa. I don't know if you knew that or not. They're a bunch of nerds. That's getting paid by George Soros, aka. Uh oh. That was my buddy going off saying, "Hey, please feed me." Let's see here. Just hold on. We're going to the next race in a minute. Just give me a moment. And then we're going to go to the next story, which we got one from Anonymous, my buddies, that walked away from Microsoft. See, a lot of people didn't realize this, guys. And I'm going to teach you something. Did you know Anonymous got laid off by Bill Gates? Guess who took over their deal? It wasn't CIA. How about that stuff? Ain't that something? I'm fixing this video. Go back to where I was at. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next deal, regardless. 19 wins. I could not believe I won that many on Legend. But I did. Drive Sober will be the next race. That will be tomorrow at 4 Eastern. I come on every day at 4 Eastern, folks. Okies, folks, I need to scoot. Y'all have a good day. You have a good day, too. Anonymous does have a... Come back if you want to. Anonymous does have a message to the president and the next president that's coming. And you want to hear it, I promise. It's about to come up after this. After he talks.
We'll see proof of what he's saying. These people are convinced that if you tell a lie long enough and loud enough, it becomes the truth. And it never does.
Never was.
I've been getting blasted. A friend of mine in town who has tried to help me, she's getting blasted from weapons that I've shown over
Elizabeth, spread the word. Let everybody know what's going on. Seriously, everybody needs to know what's going on. You got a bunch of idiots that's killing innocent people, killing mommy and daddies, and raping your kids. They're keeping your kids, but they're killing you. And that's their plan.
And over the proof of from both the NBC News article when the Air Force went in front of Congress and said these weapons existed and they were going to use them on American citizens, as well as the Air Force itself. These weapons exist. Saying that they don't exist is stupid. And again, who I'm fighting. Doug Mesner is the one who got me involved with this. Doug Mesner, Michael Aquino. Doug Mesner, if you listen to Shane Bugbee, who helped him set up the satanic temple or whatever the hell he calls his weird ass cult, the CIA went to Doug Mesner. So they are trying to close down all of this child trafficking by going after victims and killing them, basically. Lori King, Max Spears.
Child trafficking has been going on for the last 40 years after we found out all the presidents were Russian spies. Makes sense? And anybody that says Putin is a pedophile, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. He's the one that's bringing down the pedophiles. And that's reverse psychology if you believe in that shit.
Just kill anybody who comes forward and says anything about it. But when I got involved with this, I knew who these people were. Are you kidding? I grew up with these people. I knew exactly what they would do, exactly how they respond, exactly how they react. I knew I was putting my life in danger. And I did it willingly because some things are worth putting yourself out there for. The Doug Mesner's group will make it all about me. But do yourself a favor. Investigate Doug Mesner. See what he has to say. See what he's done in the past.
Not gonna be easy.
I have no real criminal history. Petty stupid shit 20, 30 years ago. And but Doug Mesner has videos out there where he says that putting your penis in a baby's mouth doesn't do the baby any neurological harm and all kinds of stuff. What kind of pervert says things like that, especially publicly, And so investigate these people because they make it all about me, but it isn't about me. And they think they're fighting me, but they aren't fighting me. They're fighting God. And I say that because we are in an unprecedented time. Their lies, they can't hide their lies anymore. And all of their dirt.
I'll tell you one that will wake you up. If you're a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan and you follow him, did you realize his wife told him to leave NASCAR? They seen what was going on with Brian France and what was going on with NASCAR, along with what's going on around the world. He's got the hookup on people telling him what's coming and going on because he's the one that's made a lot of money. So he's going underground. He's retired. He's just an announcer now. And yeah, thought you might want to know that. His wife is a big Christian and told him it's time to prepare for God. And that's why he did that. It wasn't because he had a concussion. That was a lie, and it was a complete it was a hidden story, NASCAR fans. It was a hidden story. And I thought you might want to know that. If you're not noticed, Elliott Sadler, big Christian, retiring. Casey Kane, retiring. You're seeing Jamie McMurray talking about retiring. His sponsor's gone. He's leaving. We just found that out this week. Ryan Newman is leaving. So start waking up, folks. That I told you, when you start seeing elites retire, you knew it was time to prepare. You knew when you seen the earthquakes and you seen the hurricanes that slammed on its brakes and just took its time to destroy God's earth, pretty much.
Is coming out into the light, just like it was said would happen in the end. And watch Dutchsinse. Earthquakes and volcanoes are happening everywhere. We're having unprecedented explosions
Yep.
Whether or not you believe in God or not, mankind isn't going to make it through all this.
Nope.
Everything is stacked up against us.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only way to get through it is to have faith.
And
I
that.
have faith. That's the reason why I sacrificed myself in all of this, is faith. They break into my house at will. Last time I was in the shower and they let my dogs outside, just trying to terrorize me. But you can't terrorize me with this stuff, because this has been my life all 51 years. They've never let me alone. And so, I'm pretty much used to it. And I willingly sacrificed myself to try and expose this, because my faith compelled me to. And they can laugh about their faith, but you believed demons were real. Why would you think God wasn't real? Doesn't it make sense if one is real, the other is as well? And so this is what's going on. They're lying to you.
But I'm going to tell you what the demons are.
So go take Dutchsinse.
Let's
go watch this video about what he says about weather modification.
I found out what demons are, folks. Yo, what's up, Shake? Man, time no see, partner. I know what demons are now. I just found this out. I've got a friend of mine that works at the UAB hospital that does all the surgeries for the football players, race car drivers, and wrestlers. I should start doing all sports, because I know what's going to happen next and everything else because of these people. But I found out what demons are. Demons are drugs, folks. This came out of Jeff Hardy's mouth in Birmingham at UAB when he had the motorcycle wreck. He said the demons were getting a hold of him. And the doctor asked him, he said, "What's the demons?" He said, "It's the drugs that I'm taking." And I thought about it. And I was like, golly, that's making sense. My brother's got demons. My friends that I dated, Melissa McGuire, Jessica McGuire, all had demons, and the demons killed them. Demons are drugs, folks. Demons is alcohol and drugs together. A friend of mine that I dated a long time ago told me the same thing, and I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what demons was at the time. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't believe in demons. So, there's your sign. Demons are drugs. Jeff Hardy called it. He said it. And it's a WWE superstar if you don't know who that is. If you're under a rock and you don't know who that is. That almost had a head-on collision with a table Sunday. He landed the wrong way, and they had to call the match. Randy Orton didn't know what to do. He's like, oh, we got to finish the match. But the fans did not like the ending and everything, and they had to end it because Jeff Hardy was sent to the hospital. He had a concussion. Maybe retiring, folks. So y'all can pray for the man. He's trying to straighten up. He even said it on national television that he had demons in him. That he was fighting the demons. That was the storyline, folks. So I want y'all to know that one. That the demons is drugs and alcohol.
Go look at the Wikipedia list of conspiracies. And if I were you, that's where I'd start looking. Because they like to lie and hide the truth out in the open to discredit it. That's what their game is. They like to parade their BS out in public. It's kind of hidden in secret out in the open. That's what they like. So, that's my video.
Old people that likes it. Every one of them are old, folks. Every one of them that can't even get it up. Every one of them. Henry Kissinger, Michael Bloomberg that's running for president. He's a pedophile. I don't know if you knew that or not. Now you know, and no one's half the battle of G.I. Joe. But let's go to the next. And what's the next one here? What was that one? Oh, there it is. Anonymous has a message to this president and to the next president. They're coming for you. I just want you to know that Anonymous is pissed off from Microsoft for laying them off, and you take their money and you take their job and their families and everything and separate them. What do you get? Catastrophe all over the place on these guys. I'm telling you, Anonymous is on fire this year. 2018 could be the year for Anonymous to crack down on CIA on YouTube. By the way, Anonymous may have had something to do with Dutchsinse quitting.
Greetings, President of the United States now, and whoever is next in line. We are Anonymous. This video message is for you, and whoever is next in line to become President of the United States of America. Our questions is that of concern. Concern to why you are not hearing the people of planet Earth, please. Why is this supposed to be a great country not important? Why do you allow taxpayers' money to go into the hands of a murderer named Benjamin Netanyahu, knowing he uses the money to fund his personal war against innocent women and children in Palestine? Why is other countries more important than this country we call the United States? Why is vacationing to go golfing is more important? Do you not care? People are protesting for change. Change to raise the minimum wage, change to end Monsanto poison on our food, change for equal fairness, change to stop police killing of innocent lives, change to stop banks from taking the people's homes when they miss their payments, change to help the homeless, because they lost their homes because of the greedy bankers. Why does this you have not addressed or checked yet? It would appear that you really do not care, other than caring of the control you can get as president, for the next president of course. Let us elaborate this for a second. We, at Anonymous Central, at Anonymous Headquarters, and the Collective, have been viewing the world in the shadows. We noticed that every president of the United States loves the sense of war, loves the sense of control from abroad, and to war and control other countries. Do you really think we, as Anonymous, like to make video messages for fame? We assure you, we do not. We make video messages to awaken all of humanity to the ignorance of governments, especially the ignorance the United States government has shown for many years, even before the birth of new humans on a daily basis. Why is the concern of other countries more important than the United States? That every president, including yourself, and the next one, takes an oath to help and protect those who voted you all in? Do you not see? Or do you even care? Israel's bombing in Gaza, the child labor of Palestinians, as young as 11 in Israel's farms, is all over the news, which we see you are blatantly ignoring. Why? Is a question that raises many issues. Why do you protect Israel so hard? Why is this government allowing taxpayers' money to go to the country of Israel, to be used for weapons, to bomb everything that is named or titled Palestine? Why are you not concerned? Palestine will be no more if you allow this. Once that happens, and we will stop at nothing not to see that from happening. But if, and when it does, who do you really think the people of the world will blame? Yes, the people will blame those who aided Israel's fury for territory expansion. The people of the world will always blame the United States of America. Are you, before you, and whoever is next after you, want this to bring shame to the United States of America? Cause if you are, then you all are doing a great job at it. If you do not like helping people, then step down. Seriously, let us, Anonymous, lead the people to a brighter, peaceful, and loving future for all generations to enjoy. Why the need for control? Why the need to be the only power of planet Earth? Is it because of the puppet masters behind the Federal Reserve?
Yeah.
Please. It is only money, made of planet Earth's resources. It has no power or value, unless you impose it. So the moral of all the questions is, why you people in the White House do not care. We are all anonymous by default. United as one. Divided by none. We do not forgive. We do not forget.
Expect
To the
us.
gutless entity controlling the people in the White House. Expect our wrath.
He's coming. Anonymous is coming, boys. Y'all better be ready. Even if you may lose your internet and your power on the internet and on YouTube, they're talking about taking down the government with the internet. That could happen, guys. It could happen. Let's see here. Let's go to the next deal. That was a pretty good one. No doubt. I thought that was a good message to all the presidents. It is not. I mean, the money is made from. It's paper, guys. It's a tree. Okay? And they say it don't grow off of trees. You're sadly mistaken. Just thought you might want to remember that one for a moment. Let's go to the next story, right? Because we got some great stories. I tell you, it's a good one coming up. Where is that? Here you go. Enjoy. This is what I want y'all to remember. Obama is coming back, but not the president. He's coming back as the UN ambassador. There won't be no White House. They're going to blow it up. He's going to be doing all this at the UN when he comes back, folks. And he's coming very soon.
Muslim Mohammed Sabu,
Let's see. We're
the small
finish this. There we go.
woman of Sabu.
Okay, here we go.
I want to give you guys a quick reminder before I play this next little video segment. Remember the cult Sabu? And remember what Barack Obama said about the Red Wedding? That's from the Game of Thrones.
Yep.
He said, security bar the door, Judge Merrick Garland. Get out here, let's do this right here, right now. It's like a red wedding. Okay, let me reiterate the Sabu thing and then watch. Pay attention, folks.
It is now reportedly destroyed. On the second page of the application, Ann Dunham attempted to exclude her son Barack Obama, or Sobarka, from her passport, but the item has been crossed out, perhaps on the advice of the consulate in Jakarta, as this would have left 7-year-old little Barry passportless, so the exclusion did not happen. The appendage, Sobarka, seems to indicate a name change or a change in citizenship status for the boy. But there is a very good and surprisingly simple explanation for the seemingly random appearance of the name Sobarka on Obama's mother's passport application. Believe it or not, the reason appears to be linked to Loretta Fuddy. That's right. The same Loretta Fuddy, the Hawaii State Health Director who approved the release of Obama's full-form birth certificate and who recently and mysteriously died in a plane crash off the coast of Molokai. Obama's mother and Loretta Fuddy have one very strange factor in common. Both have been directly linked to the Subud cult, which originated in, of all places, Indonesia.
By the way, that lady was murdered by a drone just like Paul Walker. Obama's administration blew him up. But you might want to know that. In an airplane crash.
And was founded by the Javanese Muslim Mohammed Sabu. The small cult appears to have around 20,000 members worldwide. Fuddy's cult member name was Diliana. Her official position was regional helper. Note also that the World Subud organization seems to have been based in, of all cities, Chicago. Wow, think about it. Indonesia, Chicago, Hawaii, 3 locales linked directly and very importantly to Obama's life. We also know from a Hawaii Advertiser article that Subud...
What did you say? I'm trying to read some of your stuff. Doug and Joe Hagman also reported about Fuddy. Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't know if they told you that it was a drone that did it, but I mean, they were having wedding parties. They hit Paul Walker. They actually killed Paul Walker in the middle of the movie scene with a drone. Ain't that something? It's when his brother was involved. That's crazy, but it's true. Vin Diesel knew about it. All of them knew about it. They was trying to hide it, and it just didn't work. You can't hide nothing no more these days, not on the internet.
Was introduced to Hawaii in the 1960s. Obama's mother was directly linked to Subud by her biographer and New York Times reporter Janie Scott in the book A Singular Woman, The Untold Story of Barack Obama's Mother. This book was reviewed by the New York Times, so this is a heavily documented fact. Loretta Fuddy worked her way up the ranks and became chairwoman of Subud USA, based in Seattle from 2006 to 2008. But note that of all the persons that could have been installed as director of the State Department of Health in Hawaii, Hawaii chose Fuddy, a leader of a small cult with roots in Indonesia and connections to Barack Obama's mother. Secondly, remember that Fuddy assumed the directorship position in Hawaii in January 2011 after being appointed by Hawaii's governor just a few months before the release of Obama's long-form birth certificate. Changing one's name.
Okay, so we know the connection between Obama and Loretta Fuddy, and she's the one that approved his birth certificate. And they're from the same cult, Subud. What's really important is the symbology. Let me show you something. Pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, so I want you to just listen to this thing that I put together with Dave. I want you just to consider that a president of the United States would say these things. And then I'm going to tie it together with the cult of Subud.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Just wait. Just watch.
This is good.
Oriented friends on the right who think I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda. You're absolutely right.
Yep, he's right. No doubt.
You're absolutely right.
It's all happening on purpose.
To unleash some secret agenda. You're absolutely right. I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda. I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda.
You're absolutely right.
You're absolutely right.
He said that in 2016.
Security, bar the doors. Judge Merrick Garland, come on out. We're going to do this right here, right now.
Okay, who would joke around people's death? Him, because he's being motorized, paid off. Right now he's getting paid $76 billion to come back to ruin the country. That's why you're seeing him back on television, along with Hillary Clinton getting paid. Yeah, they're all getting paid, and y'all are sucking it up. Y'all are eating it like it's ice cream and peanut butter and Reese pieces.
It's like the Red Wedding. Security, bar the doors. Security, bar the doors. It's like the Red Wedding.
Yeah.
Security, bar the doors. It's like the Red Wedding. It's like the Red Wedding. Red Wedding.
Yeah.
The Red Wedding. It's like the Red Wedding.
And who sung that song? There was a song. Rebel Yeah. Who was that, guys? Forgot the guy singer. Y'all tell me out. The Red Wedding, remember that. Oh, it gets good. If you didn't hear this or watch it on C-SPAN, he's about to scare the shit out of you. He drops the mic at the end, and when he drops the mic, that's a pipe bomb. That's a bomb going off in Manhattan. He's already said, what if a bomb goes off in Manhattan? Well, what if it's a asteroid that goes off in Manhattan?
I feel I'd be remiss in my duties. I've given you meats, wine, music, but I haven't shown you the hospitality you deserve. My king has married, and I owe my new queen a wedding gift.
Oh, snap.
It's like the Red Wedding. It's like the Red Wedding. Red Wedding. The
Game
Red
of
Wedding.
Thrones.
It's like the Red Wedding.
It's like the Red Wedding. That's what I think about you, Kurt. Bush. You better get out of
I'm
my
going to
way.
pause it. A red wedding is a total disaster. A sudden event resulting in a complete change of fortune among rivals, involving immense loss on one side
Whoa.
and total triumph of the other, often involving a carefully planned betrayal and brutal bloodletting
What do you think they're doing
based
in
upon
Hawaii?
the red wedding
They're
event.
killing people in
in the Game
Hawaii
of Thrones.
on purpose during
That's
hurricanes.
what Obama was referring to when he said red wedding. What's really odd is in the White House Correspondents' Dinner, Barack Obama also put a picture up on the screen of him in the Oval Office in the exact chair that's used in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But I have a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Keep watching.
This race is not easy, folks. Here I go in the wall. Wow. That was tight. That was tight. All the way on that one, folks. I don't mean to, but it's getting tighter and tighter. I gotta get to the damn spot and I'm gonna lose. Am I gonna make it? I don't know. Wow, where'd you come from? Oh my gosh, you hit me. Oh, hell no. What is that? I don't know where I'm at in the points on this thing, but I'm doing the best I can with a tight car. I didn't hit because there was no caution. I'm all over the place. Come on, 33, get out of my way. Not good at all, boy. I'll tell you what, you're pissing me off. Boom, get out of my way, asshole. So, this is what I'm going to tell you, okay? It's in NASCAR, it's on Fox, it's on Game of Thrones. That same seat.
So now let me show you something.
The same seat is in that area. They even let.
All right, so
Even Monster Energy put this out, guys. Monster Energy put out that same chair during the NASCAR commercial. After it goes off, or after they go to a commercial, they showing the driver sitting in the same chair. That's another sign. Something big's about to happen, folks.
I did that for a reason. Do you think he was kidding when he said he had a secret agenda?
No.
When he was making a joke?
No.
For those my conspiracy-oriented friends on my right, they think I have some secret agenda.
No, because he's been sitting with China and he said he wants to give everybody martial law for Christmas. And I've been hearing this Christmas gun confiscations. I've been hearing 21 months gun confiscations. Martial law. Y'all added up. 21 months is December.
In my second term, you're absolutely right. His agenda was to install his people at all the levels of the FBI and DOJ to bring down this country. That was his plan. And we know that he's not a Christian, that he's really Islam. Let me show you something. Really fascinating. By the way,
everybody that nobody wants to listen.
In the Game of Thrones, which he made a reference to, the Red Wedding, the chair itself sits in front of that window that's got the 7-pointed star, which is identical to Subud. It's identical to the Kelipot as well. The two on one side and the one on the other. You'll see what I mean in a second. So let me show you real quick. So I went ahead and put at Day of the Wave, put the Subud logo right in there. See, it's just like the Kelipot. You got one triangle on one side and two at the opposite pole. So if you draw a line straight through here, there's one there, but there's two down here. Same as the Kelipot. It's a symbol for Subud. Look, here's the Subuds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's why I put the Subud logo in there in the center of that to show you it's identical. Now let me show you Obama. Just a moment. Okay, so let me show you Obama real quick. Watch this. This is the picture. Okay, this is the picture Barack Obama put up on the screen for everybody during the White House Correspondents' Dinner when he was talking about, hey, it's like a red wedding. We said, bar the doors. Like lock everybody in. Judge Merrick Garland, get out here. We're going to do this right here, right now. Like a red wedding. I showed you what a red wedding is.
Yeah.
You block everybody in. You kill all your adversaries. Yeah. And it's a sudden, instant, treasonous sweep against all your adversaries.
Yeah.
Watch. So this is the picture Obama put up. Look, I'll go to this right here, and I'll read it to you real quick.
He did.
Okay, Game of Thrones, President Barack Obama takes the Iron Throne. So there's the image. I want you to look what he had on the table. He had a crossbow. The Bible says, and he was given a bow and he went out conquering and to conquer.
Yep.
Who? The Antichrist. I want you to look at the 3 dragon eggs from the Game of Thrones. Okay, these guys are all wearing black. They're wearing black. You got 1, 2, 3 eggs. That's red, green, and white. So the predominant colors in this scene are the men are in black, the eggs are red, green, and white, and there's a bow. Let me show you the Middle East in a map and the colors of those flags of those countries. Same color as the dragon eggs. Red, white, and green, and there's...
Red, white, and green means Iran. Come on. Get it right, dude. For crying out loud, I know what the heck it is. It's not Mexico.
A little black. red, white, and green are the predominant colors same as
Wow, I'm still
the dragon
points
eggs.
later? How?
Red, white, and green. Those are the colors of Islamic countries' flags. Red, white, and green. There's Sabu's cult logo. There it is. I'm going to get rid of that now. The colors of these Middle Eastern countries, Islamic countries. Remember, Obama said he was a Christian. He's a straight up liar. He is Islamic, and he's their Mahdi.
That's right.
This is the Islamic Jihad, the holy war.
We were warned.
And there's the guy right there sitting in front of the
Another
same
scam.
colors as all the Islamic countries right there. White, green, and red.
Yep.
There's a little black, but there you go. White, green, and red. They got on their black suits. Now, let's read this. Okay, it says, Game of Thrones, President Barack Obama. President Barack Obama has made no secret of being into pop culture. From professing to be a fan of Spider-Man to Star Wars, President Obama would be right at home at a Comic-Con during the White House Correspondent Dinner speech on Saturday. President Obama even made Game of Thrones reference. Yes, he did. Quote, this year I promised to use more executive actions to get things done without Congress, said President Obama. My critics will call this the imperial presidency.
Yep.
The truth is, I just show up every day in my office and do my job. We've got a little picture of this, I think. The screen then showed a photo of President Barack Obama sitting on the Iron Throne in the Oval Office. Now, remember the Bible says the last kingdom of the world will be the toes, the iron mixed with miry clay. That's Daniel 2:43. And they shall mingle themselves together with the seed of men. I've shown you that. Obama sitting on the Iron Throne in the Oval Office. There's a crossbow on the table in front of him.
Yeah.
Revelation. He was given a bow and he went out conquering and to conquer. After the audience laughed at the photo, President Obama quipped, you would think they would appreciate a more assertive approach. Okay, so that just proves that that's the photo that Obama had made, and he's sitting on the Iron Throne in the White House with the same color eggs as the Islamic countries,
Yep.
which are, Iran and Iraq and Turkey and, all these countries that hate the United States.
That's
Libya.
crazy.
And so now,
But it's true.
let me show you this. Okay, I don't know if y'all know who Tom Fenton is, but he's the president of Judicial Watch, and he's been filing lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit to get, this information that the DOJ and the FBI should release, but they won't. It's crazy. It's like they're a government unto themselves, the DOJ and the FBI. It's crazy. Just listen real quick. I don't know how much you know about what's actually going on within our government, but the DOJ and the FBI are as corrupt as it gets at the upper echelons. And those guys had a plan to frame Donald Trump. And it's been proven now, and they've been caught.
Oh.
So Obama's at the top of the food chain. And so there's no way out for those guys. They either get tried for treason or they have some way out of it. And remember, what's printed on the U.S. currency? Oh, the bombing of New York,
Yeah.
and the destruction of New York with tidal waves and nukes. And it's already printed on the U.S. currency.
Yep.
So I hope y'all know where we're at on the timeline. Now listen to Tom Fenton real quick.
The timeline is
Tom
almost
Fenton
here.
joins us now. He's president of Judicial Watch, and he's been leading the charge with so many requests, freedom of information requests. It is making this administration and making the president, it's giving a defense against an all-out attack by what was left of Barack Obama's FBI.
Yep.
Tom, there's an investigation going on, and while the president contemplates whether he should declassify certain things, we found out some text messages yesterday between Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. What can you tell us?
Well, the text messages, of course, that have been sitting in the Justice Department FBI have been sitting on for probably a year now, show that Strzok and Page were talking about media leaks just before some major news stories appeared about, this Carter Page investigation. And mean, the idea that you've got senior FBI officials talking about, quote, a media leak strategy, just ought to blow our tops. And this FBI and this Justice Department are completely blasé in the face of this corruption, because it's these folks, Page, Strzok, Comey, McCabe, the rest of them, that created the basis for the special counsel investigation.
What are you saying? George Soros said Obama was a big disappointment for him. Wonder why he would say that. To put a fire up his ass, maybe? Think about it. Now all of a sudden he's coming along and starting to get fighting words on television. Y'all really need to wake up. Seriously, folks. I still don't think he's the Antichrist. There's another candidate that's out there, folks. Maybe you know him. David Mayer Rothschild. He smiles. He's got the looks of Jesus Christ, and that he's doing some kind of magical powers just like Jesus used to, which we know they're all fake. That's David Rothschild. That is absolutely Jacob Rothschild's son. Think about it. Think about it. Just think about it, folks. Whoever controls the weather on earth is the Antichrist. It's coming out of the Rothschilds. Jacob is about to die. He's going to fall over his freaking grave before Wormwood shows up. We got at least 11 more years. That man is not going to live that long. He's not. But the Antichrist is going to show up in 21 months. Whoever it is, y'all just be ready to either fight, die for them, or whatever you want to do. Die for him. Die for them, okay? Or take care of your kids. And then you get the quantum leap to go to heaven. The rapture. If you do not take your kids with you and you don't protect them, you're going to hell.
Without Strzok, there'd be no special counsel investigation. Without the dossier, there'd be no special counsel investigation. Without this focus on Page, there'd be no special counsel investigation. So the special counsel's built on a sand of corruption. And this is why, in my view, it needs to be shut down. Strzok, remember, worked the Russia investigation for well over a year plus, nearly 2 years, before, in secret, Mr. Mueller had to pull him off the investigation because the IG got a hold of the text messages like these. It's just extraordinary.
Yeah, okay. That's all I'm going to do with that. You guys can go, hunt all this down. Y'all should be up to date on what's going on. It's literally insane.
Yeah.
It's complete insanity. Our DOJ and our FBI have been working to take down a duly elected president. And at the top of that is Barack Obama.
Ding. But they're all
For those
together.
conspiracy-oriented friends on my right that think I'm up to some secret agenda,
But
you're
remember, but you got to get this right, Mr. Klecker, David. Obama and Trump is together because they are rich. They're getting paid by the 13 world banks. The federal government is involved.
absolutely right. Bar the doors. It's time for it's like a red wedding. Do y'all know what's coming?
Yep,
I know what's coming.
I do.
I hope you have your house in order.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do now is, this is getting very serious now, guys. This is no joke. So anyway, at this point,
Man,
if you hold your life dear to yourself, you'll never be able to go march forward anymore. You got to realize this earth is reserved for fire, and we are I am a harbinger. If you don't believe that I'm a harbinger, and you've seen the kind of data the Lord's given me, supernatural data, the Vatican, the building itself is a giant damn snake wearing a crown.
Yep.
The mouth of the snake is a vagina
Yep.
on the inside of the building.
Yep.
it's a dead sheep. It's angels melting into semen.
Yeah.
What's really amazing is it's all in the Bible.
Yeah.
Genesis 1,
Blows me away.
verse 2, and the spirit of Elohim, not the Lord God, the spirit of Elohim moved over the semen. The word waters is semen. And the word Elohim is angels. And the largest altar in the world is angels melting into semen.
Damn.
And a penis and a vagina that turn into a big dead sheep. This is so solved, it's a joke. So anyway, I want y'all to understand that when Obama made that reference to the Game of Thrones, the window behind the throne is the same thing as the cult of Sabut that Obama just happens to be from.
Get this. When the Pope came to the White House in 2015, that's when I started waking up more after I heard asteroid and the meteors and everything was coming. There was a lot of stuff happening then, and we seen Wormwood around that time. In August, it looked like a big sun in the. It was like late in the day before the sun went down. The whole sky turned orange. That was Wormwood, folks. That's when they started coming in on me and everything. But I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Pope is the one that told the government to take our guns slowly but surely, and that's what they're doing during the hurricanes. They're softening us up, and then the big bomb goes off at the White House. It will start martial law on the second day. Just thought you might want to know that.
It's getting kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
You know, it's a double-edged sword. It's the greatest news in the world if you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're ready, it's the greatest news in the world, and it's the worst news in the world.
Scary.
Because there's all these people we love and care about.
Yep.
You know, there's so many people that, you know, I love that are friends that just won't hear this. They just won't.
They don't want
They
to.
don't
They're
care
scared.
that the largest altar in the world is a dead
They're
sheep.
scared.
They don't care. They see it. I'm like, dude,
They don't have balls.
it's a penis and a vagina, bro. I'll tell one of my friends, I'm like, doesn't that affect you? Oh, so what, man? It doesn't have anything to do with me. It's from Genesis in the Bible. How can it not have anything to do with you? It has something to do with everyone since the beginning of time.
Yep.
This is huge stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll leave it at that.
Drop her down.
I think just to wrap it up, just to reiterate, I'll go ahead and I'll play this thing one more time.
Let me just say something to all my conspiracy-oriented friends on the right who think I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda.
You're
Don't
absolutely
forget,
right. Oh,
this guy's back on the scene,
Yep.
and this guy's front and center at the entire conspiracy
Yep.
that's going on in the government. The guy talking right now, when he was president saying this crap, all of a sudden he's the number one guy that would be behind the entire conspiracy
Yep.
with the DOJ and the FBI. You're
Yep.
looking at it.
Yep.
That's called treason.
Yep. It's called ignorance. If you don't believe that he's behind this all. He's wanting to piss y'all off more, and y'all are hating it. Y'all are sucking it up.
To unleash some
He's still here, guys. He's in the Washington.
You're absolutely right. I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda. I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
You're absolutely
You're
right.
absolutely right. Security, bar the doors. Judge Merrick Garland, come on out. We're going to do this right here, right now. It's like the Red Wedding. Security, bar the doors. Security, bar the doors.
They
It's like
tell
the Red
us
Wedding.
what they're gonna do.
Security, bar the doors. It's like the Red
And if you don't know what security bar the doors means martial law. You're going to be locked up in Walmarts and the colony. Who's ever seen, all right, how about this? Who's ever seen the show, The Colony, that really got canceled for the reason that it's all true? Anybody? Anybody seen that? I'm pausing it for a minute because you're welcome, Rose. You're welcome. Actually babysitted a girl named Rose. Actually, she's actually the reason I'm on YouTube right now is Carmen. Her daughter is named Rose. And her other daughter was Georgia. So, anybody knows Colony? Anybody seen the show Colony yet? Nope. Your message just got retracted. I guess not. Okay, Colony. Go look it up. Colony tells you what's coming. With the drones, with the machines rising, everything. They want to start a war with robots. They even bringing in sex robots, and a lot of them are going to be clones of robots. Thought you might want to know that. And they're using feces and all kinds of, oh my gosh. All I got to say is I feel like I'm watching a movie and it's coming true. Everything that is in the movies are coming true, and they all said it was make-believe. They even said Santa Claus was make-believe. Is he real? We don't know. We don't know what's going on now. We can't even get the history right. We can't.
Wedding. It's like the red wedding. The red wedding. The red wedding. It's like the red wedding.
I feel I'd be remiss in my duties. I've given you meat, wine, music, but I haven't shown you the hospitality you deserve. My king has married, and I owe my new queen a wedding gift.
And if you don't know what that is security. Bar the doors. Let's stab them again. Let's kill them again. That's what that is, folks. And they hired nothing but prisoners. What did I tell you in May, folks? May 8th. Trump, or shall I say Obama, still in the office signing autographs, sending executive orders on prisoners coming out of prison, even pedophiles, to vote, not just to vote, but to take your kids and take your head. I just thought you might want to know that, folks. That's who's taking your jobs.
It's like the red wedding.
Yep.
It's like the red wedding. The red wedding. The red wedding. It's like the red wedding.
Like stupid idiots that don't believe it. Stupid idiots that don't believe it. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Let's go with the damn bird right now. Oh, shit. I wish Daniel Suarez would move out of my way. If he don't, I'm moving out of my way. I gotta go. Running out of time. You're running out of time, folks. You better get ready or it's just going to be a slow death. You better get you some guns, some food, some water, solar power panels. Because when they cut the power off, you're going to have nothing. They're gonna pretty much rape your kids, rape the women, rape the men. The UN don't cover up. And they're coming. Run. They're here. Oh shit! Holy cow! Oh! Where did he come from? That was ugly. I had to back off. I almost messed up. I may have lost my chances, guys, of winning this thing. I think I really messed up the engine. I had a good car, too. That really messed it up. Y'all better get ready. Seriously. A storm's coming, just like Donald Trump said. It's the calm before the storm, right here. Eminem said. I don't know what to say, man. My car's garbage right now. You better go with the movie on the run. No, not you again. Ah.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Can you believe a president of the United States would make a reference to a red wedding?
Well, I mean,
that's sick.
I mean, your president,
that's twisted.
Well, Bush did what he did during Hurricane Katrina. He's the one that was reading the GOAT book during the 9/11 plot, and he was watching. He knew it was going on, and he was looking at people behind the kids, and they were telling him what to say. I mean, for crying out loud, he's not even a good. He can't even read the script right.
That's deranged. That's not a joke. It's not funny. There's nothing funny about that.
No, it's not.
Where you close the doors and you violently murder everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the Bible says, I beheld Satan falling as lightning from heaven, Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand now?
Mm-hmm.
No one would make a joke about something like that. Nobody.
Nope.
And we haven't even gotten into his birth certificate. What about the presidential portrait where he's in the garden and there's a big serpent?
I'll tell you, in the garden, there's not. All right, remember the movie? Right back at it. Okay, right back at the movie G.I. Joe Retaliation, and I told you about the rod of God and Zeus, the satellite. Who is coming in to take over the White House? Cobra Commander. Who is the Cobra? Who's the Cobra, folks? And who's been saying terrorists all along on G.I. Joe, on the cartoons? We watched them back in the 90s. Remember, folks? G.I. Joe was trying to warn you then. Who is Cobra Commander, folks? It's Barack Hussein Obama. He's coming back as Cobra Commander. He said he was not coming back in his suit and tie. Could he be coming back in blue? The UN blue? As in the blue as Cobra? The Cobra Commander Obama is the UN, and the UN is blue along with Cobra Commander's clothes is blue. Think about it, folks. Think about it. Think about it.
Behind him, there's a sperm on his face. That's the fang of a serpent. Think about that. Gee, I wonder what the odds are on that. Gee.
Great eyes.
I'm going to show you a folder I put together, and you people are going to freak out. Here's the thing. I want y'all to be ready. The mystery solved. We're angels. We're exiles. We are the exiles.
Oh, no. I didn't mean
We're
to
the
do that.
exiles.
Sorry. I got tired.
All right, I'm going to leave you with this, and then I'm just going to kind of
Oh boy, I didn't mean to do that either.
mull it all over.
I gotta go.
On how to deliver this folder of data. It's like, it's overwhelming.
No, you don't know.
My job is overwhelming that I have to do for the kingdom. I'm glad to do it, but it's really overwhelming. It really is. Okay, so anyway, let's pray. Let's pray together. Okay, guys, just take a moment and bow your heads and just let's connect. Okay, in the name of Lord Jesus, Yeshua, Abba.
What are you saying? Deep, Andrew. Tried to warn you. I told you I was going to be like Randy Orton on SmackDown. You either cut my channel off, leave. I'm going to bring down the atheists so hard they're going to wish they listened. I'm not going to play games anymore. I'm not going to sugarcoat it no more. I am 10 years of Actor of the Year at Sloss Frat Furnace for a reason. I will scare the crap out of you in real life of what's coming. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know what's coming. See, I'm like Brock Lesnar. Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City. Eat, sleep, conquer, bullies, sexual harassment, and threats repeat. And that's what I'm doing, boys. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't care how many people subscribes to me. I don't care. I am getting the truth out, and it's all about views. Yeah, thanks for the likes, thanks for the dislikes, but I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not. I've been summoned by ex-CIA and ex-NSA Kevin Shipp and Edward Snowden, and now I have jumped with the great Dane Whittington because he's telling the truth, and I'm jumping with Julian Assange. I'm with Putin. I'm with Russia because they're Christians. I'm not with China, and neither is Russia. Russia just wanted to go into the exercise and see what they had, and then they backed out at the last minute to see how many men they had. See, he's like a coach. He's looking at what's going to happen, what's next. I'm behind, way over time that I wanted to do today, but I needed to get this out. I've got an appointment at 7 o'clock. But y'all are more important. Y'all are more important, America. I care, but y'all need to know the truth. But yes, there's guillotines from China and Mexico coming in. They're already here. What am I talking about? They're already set up in the Walmarts. It looks just like the movie Purged.
By the way, Abba. A-B-B-A. Abba. When two or more gathered in your name, there you are in the midst of us. Father, we're coming into some perilous times. I just want to pray for the harvest to come in, those that are ready. And I know there's going to be a great harvest even for those that weren't ready, and that there will be a chance for them still. I pray that everything we do now...
What now? We love you and thank you. Please share, everyone. And right. Look, word of mouth. If you don't get it out, you're going to be outnumbered by 4 billion Chinese. 4 billion. Count them. Not just Chinese that's been sitting with Obama and sitting with Trump and North Korea and who's been sleeping with who. They all have been set here to see what's next. The World War III is staged, folks. Staged to depopulate the country and depopulate the world. World War III will start before you know it. Time's running out. Days are flying by every day. We're already at 6:41 on Tuesday. And we're almost close to October already. Days are flying by and we're getting closer to December. And I have a feeling we're going to see more guns confiscations in the wintertime. Just like the UN in the movie Geostorm.
It's for the betterment of others, and those of us that we're secure in our salvation, that we've been born again. Let us put aside all fear now. Lay aside all fear. Fear is from the devil. We have nothing to fear. So let us lay aside all fear and go and proclaim the kingdom with authority according to your will. And just guide each one of us and every one of us. And let anyone know that you're with them all the time, every day. And all they have to do is call on your name. And you're there. I pray that you'll give a lot of people the witness of the Spirit. Like the way right now that I have chills. I feel your presence with me. I pray that you'll do that for others, that somehow I could just pass it on right now. Just like the parable or the story of the centurion, where he knows the authority that you have, and that he's a man that has soldiers under his command, and all he has to do is say the word and it's done. Father, I'm asking that same thing. I know you can do all things. The authority that you have is the authority to make a world come into existence. So I pray that you give these people the witness of the Spirit, that they feel your presence like I do, and guide me in everything I do from this point. I know we're coming into the end of the road here. Amen. All right, guys. Jesus is coming.
Yep.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. He's upset with evil, okay? He's coming out. He's going to whip the evil so hard it's not even going to be funny. He's not kidding. If you're in the evil, boy, you better hope you better hope you change right now. That's all I got to say. Change now. Or it's been nice knowing you. That's all I got to say. I mean, that's all I got to say. Let's see here. What's the next? Okay. We're going to go in there? Okay, why not? All right, I want y'all to hear this.
Just get delicious, even with nothing on.
The rise
All right, breaking news. And by the way, suffering from dementia, Joe Biden jumps the shark. I just found out he may be out of the candidate running now, since he pretty much been touching little kids in the chest and having sex with them.
Thanks for joining us on this live Sunday, the 16th day already of September 2018. I am Alex Jones, your host. And let's get battened down here. Batten down the hatches, because we'll have the latest hurricane news as it deluges the Carolinas in record floods, obviously. But the big flood is the diarrhea of the mouth coming out of the reanimated corpse, the perfect rotting edifice of the corrupt Democratic Party. Joe Biden refers to Trump supporters as dregs of society. The video's up on Infowars.com, but then it gets better. Oh, it gets better. He talks about the men in white hoods with torches are coming.
Yep.
He's talking about the Democratic Party. And the Republicans want to have the KKK enslave black people. I mean, it is unbelievable. But this is the guy they have planning to run against Trump in 2 years. I mean, Joe Biden looks like a dead body that Frankenstein electrocuted and then stood back up on its hind legs. So we're going to be playing all of this coming up today and a lot more. our favorite socialist dingbat, when she's not caught out wearing $3,600 outfits, said she wants $40 trillion of free stuff for the American people, even though the entire global elite themselves don't even have $10 trillion. They're the ones, by the way, backing her. But when she was confronted even by liberals that, well, there's only, $2 trillion out there, discretionary money, she just said, well, I don't care what you say. We're going to do it anyway. So that's amazing video. But let's get to this first piece, and I'll play the larger piece when we come back from break. This is Joe Biden jumping the shark.
I agree. I agree, Happy.
Going further than saying just that Trump supporters are deplorable. No. He says Trump supporters are the dregs of society. Have you looked in the mirror at the poor, sad saps conned by the Democrats? I mean, they are the dregs. And then the scum of society, the worst, the Count Draculas of society, are ruling over this throng of pathetic slaves. Here he is.
Despite losing in the courts and in the court of public opinion, these forces of intolerance remain determined to undermine and roll back the progress you all have made. But this time, they, not you, have an ally in the White House. This time, they have an ally. They're a small percentage of the American people, virulent people. Some of them the dregs of society. And instead of using the full might of the executive branch to secure justice, dignity, safety for all, the president uses the White House as a literal bully pulpit, callously exerting his power over those who have little or none. Some of you in this room may be fortunate enough to live in cities or work for companies or protected by law or by policy, with privilege and access to defend yourselves and your families. But across the country, too many of our fellow Americans lack those basic comforts. And that's especially true for young people. Many of you are familiar with the Trevor Project and the student.
This is just total loads of bull if you know the facts. I mean, Trump's breaking the prosperity for everybody. These guys suppress it on purpose. Look at blue cities they run. Hellholes of degradation and pain. We're here every Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. We're back weekdays, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and all the other great live broadcasts we have that simulcast on AM and FM stations, TV, cable around the country. I saw the new talking point over the weekend from CNN.
So, we've called out who Dutchsinse was all about. We called out who Alex Jones is all about, which I'm getting some of his stuff and getting to... I'm getting some of his stuff that they deleted thanks to XCI and XNSA, and you'll get to hear more of Alex Jones. I may be coming back at 9 o'clock, folks. So we'll see what happens. I'm seeing a developing story that's coming out, and I'm not going to talk about it until I get it all out. But I'll let you know I'm doing the best I can. I love every one of y'all. Thank you for watching. I don't know who's watching, who's subscribing, who's liking, who's sharing, and all that. I get that every month. I love you all. Thank you. Y'all be safe. And I hope you enjoyed this. Let's see the points. Since I know y'all are race fans. Y'all want to see what happened to me here at Dover? It almost ate me alive, folks. That was a hard race. All of them were. No doubt. So second in points. There you have it, folks. I'll see y'all tonight at 9 o'clock. WWE characters versus WWE season starts tonight. I told y'all about. Y'all gonna enjoy something different. Yeah, Andrew Jackson. Yeah. Well, great grandfather was Andrew Jackson. So y'all have a nice day. Y'all be safe. Thank you.